What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with a weekend reading. The first time I see is the first time I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, or my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Libra. So let's go ahead and get it poppin'. Libra, congrats. You guys will be going first here for today's weekend read. But how's it going, guys? Hope all is going well. Happy Friday, everybody, and I hope we're looking forward to a fantastic weekend. As always, if you guys want to check out my website, if you're interested in personal services, products, and so much more, feel free to check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. It's going to be the first link in the description below. But let's go ahead and get it popping. We're going to start out here with the Libra peeps, and we shall see what's going on here for your next 72 hours. So what do we got going on here for Team Libra, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What information showing up here for Libras at this moment in time? What do we got showing up here for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 72 hours. Hey, everybody. Thank you all so much for stopping on by. All right, Team Libra, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Libra, overall energy for you is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Taking a look here at your current energy, we got here the King of Wands upright, what it is you're dealing with. We got the Hierophant in the upright position, and looking at the outcome here for you is going to go ahead and be the Knight of Wands in the upright position as well. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's see what's going on here for you, beautiful people. First things first, we got here the Wheel of Fortune in reverse paired with the King of Wands in the upright position. I definitely want to say here for you, it kind of feels like something isn't over yet for you. Wheel of Fortune reversed usually represents that there's some sort of unfinished business happening here. So with the Wheel of Fortune reversed to the King of Wands in the upright, there's unfinished business. You still have your mind kind of focused on whatever this unfinished business is. Looking at what you're dealing with, though, we do have here the Hierophant. I kind of feel like, and this is interesting because I never feel this with the Hierophant, but I'm getting the feeling here where it's hard for you to resolve something with someone because whoever this is you're dealing with is being influenced by another person. Typically, the Hierophant can represent like the status quo or like the main majority vote or the main majority opinion. And I feel like somebody here is taking opinions from another person. So they're kind of being influenced at this time to not communicate with you, Libra. Somebody here is being influenced at this time to not talk to you or to not resolve things. So with somebody being an influence on the person you're dealing with, it's causing them to not communicate. Looking at the outcome here, Knight of Wands, it's like, I don't know, am I ever going to get to a point where we can resolve what we're dealing with, or is it time to move on? So I kind of feel like moving into the weekend, you're having a bit of a debacle here where it's like, should I move forward? Should I just leave this situation entirely? Or should I keep on fighting in hopes that this person's going to want to resolve issues that's going on within our current relationship? So I feel like there's a third party, but it's not a third party in the terms of a cheater or anything romantic. It's a third party in the format of someone else is influencing who you're dealing with to pretty much not come to a place of resonance between the two of you. Somebody's having a negative influence on who you're dealing with, telling you, you know, don't communicate with Libra, don't get on good terms with Libra. That's the kind of third party I feel like I'm seeing here at this time moving into your weekend. So essentially with the outcome here being the Knight of Wands, Libra, you're like, do I stay or do I go? Do I focus on this situation or do I move the heck on? In my personal opinion, I think that if somebody here is that easily influenced, it's not going to be very easy to, you know, influence them yourself. I think that at the end of the day, it's probably worth walking away from, because ultimately, if the person you're dealing with really wants to make things right with you, if they really want to be on a good path with you, they're going to put in that work despite what anybody says. So Libras, I wouldn't wait around on fixing things or completing unfinished business with who you're dealing with. I would just keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Maybe they'll reach out in the future, maybe not. But I think that this person here right now choosing not to work on things with you is enough clarity you need to know that the answer at this time is that they're not willing to work with you. So I feel like that's all the clarity you need. Their silence speaks volumes, and I would go ahead and move forward, okay? But of course, do what you feel is right. Use your discernment, but that's what I would say based on this situation, okay? All right, though, Team Libra, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you for coming out here nonetheless, okay? All right, Libra, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, Amy, thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. All right, so far, guys, we started out with water. We started out with air. We're going to do air, water, fire, earth, jumping on into our water. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Cancer, baby. Let's see what's popping here for the Crab Gang. Messages here for Team Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for Cancer's weekend? Message is coming in here for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72. Cancer, we're going to get our last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on here for your weekend, baby. Hopefully all is well. Starting out here with the overall energy, we got the Four of Pentacles. Looking at the current energy, we do have here the Star in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, Cancer, we have here the Two of Cups in the upright position, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to go ahead and be the King of Pence in the reverse position, okay? So Cancers, for your weekend ahead, you could be connecting with an Aquarius because we do have here the Star, but Four of Pentacles here to the Star in reverse. It does kind of feel to me, Cancer, that you're at a point in time where you're not feeling very hopeful about a situation. So I feel like you're choosing to just be in recluse. You're not feeling hopeful about something, so you're not really going for it, is kind of the vibe that I'm seeing here. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with, Two of Cups, this could be either a romantic connection or a friendship, but I feel like you're just not having good vibes about connecting with somebody. Like you feel like it's not working out. So because you feel like it's not working out, you're just not going for it. You know, looking at the outcome here, King of Pentacles reversed, you're like, I don't see a good ending to this situation if I was to try to talk to this person or if I was to try to work on this relationship. So with that being said, I'm staying in recluse, I'm staying withdrawn. Now keep in mind, Cancer, this is what you're thinking about, but remember, what you are imagining isn't necessarily truth, right? Truth would be if you went out there, you gave it a shot, then you'd have your answer. This is kind of that energy of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. You know, I'm picking up on this vibe here, Cancer, where it's like you're selling a situation short before you give it a go. So Four of Pentacles here, Star reversed, it's like, I'm not hopeful. You know, maybe you've been thinking about apologizing to somebody, Two of Cups. Maybe you've been thinking about reaching back out to someone. Maybe you've been thinking about telling somebody that you like them. Maybe you've been thinking about asking somebody to grant you a job. Like you've been asking, you wanted to ask somebody for an interview. It's like you're basically saying this isn't going to happen before you give it a shot. Now, Cancer, I'm pretty sure I'm going to say this, but you miss 99% of the shots you don't take. So if you're a Cancer and you're kind of doubting a situation before you go for it, then that situation is going to be just like that. You know, if you doubt something and you don't go for it, then you're not going to have the opportunity at all. So Cancers, I say seize the opportunity, whether or not you have success or whether or not you fail, because at the end of the day, going for that opportunity at least will grant you the answer on whether or not it's going to work out anyways, instead of you telling yourself what it's going to be. Okay, so Cancers, go for it, shoot your shot. If it misses, all good, you'll rebound, you'll find something better, and if you land the shot, really, really cool, you know? So Cancer, I say go for something here moving into your weekend if you find yourself in this type of predicament, okay? All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Cancerian, thank you for stopping on by. By the way, Jules, thank you so much for the $9.99 donation. Really appreciate that. Thank you for your generosity, my love. Really, really means a lot, okay? All right, guys, so we did our water, we did our air, hopping on into the fire. Let's have a look here at the Sagittarius, baby. Let's see what's going on here for Team Saggy. Messages coming in here for Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here, please, for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Saggy, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on with you, man. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome stuff. Sagittarius, overall energy for you is the Seven of Cups. Taking a look here at your current energy, we got an Eight of Pentacles in reverse, what you're dealing with. We have here the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to go ahead and be the Knight of Pentacles in the upright position. So Sagittarius, as far as what I'm seeing for you guys regarding your weekend, we start out here with the Seven of Cups, and then we move here into the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So it's kind of like you felt like you had multiple options, but I think that you're not wanting to work with any of the options you have because none of them really feel satisfying to you. So I feel like you're not fulfilled. Like you might have a lot of opportunities, but they're not really what you're looking for. You know, looking at what you're dealing with here, Wheel of Fortune reversed. In terms of where you want to go next, you don't feel like you found that path just yet. And looking at the outcome here, Knight of Pentacles, I feel like you're taking your time. This is the energy of being picky and choosy, but guys, it's really not always such a bad thing to be picky and choosy. In many scenarios, we should be picky and choosy, right? When it comes towards your career, I understand if you need to make money just to get a job for having a job's sake, just to have an income. But at the end of the day, when you're looking at a career that you want to work with for the rest of your life, you should be picky and choosy of what kind of career you want to go for or what kind of career you aspire to achieve in. When it comes to love, you shouldn't date somebody that you wouldn't be happy with or that you're not attracted to or that you don't feel like you resonate with. You should be picky and choosy with the person you'd want to be with so that they align with you, right? At the end of the day, there are certain scenarios where being in that energy where you know what you want and you're only going to give yourself you're only going to invest in what it is you want, it's important. So I feel here for Sagittarius, you haven't found what you wanted yet. You haven't found your new path or you haven't found an option that suits you. And I want you to know that that's okay. So long as you continue to know your worth and know what you're going to make an investment in, that's a-okay. Don't worry about it. And definitely don't worry about being picky or choosy. I feel like whatever scenario you're dealing with, it calls for you to be that way. You want to make sure you like what it is you're invested in and you're happy with the choice you make. You know, it could be even about buying a car. It's like, don't buy a car you're going to hate. It's like, buy a car you're going to love in the long term, something that you're really going to enjoy spending a lot of time with, using and driving on a daily basis. So I feel here, Sag, you're not doing anything wrong. If you feel like you haven't found what you're looking for yet, keep an open mind. I would definitely say keep an open mind. But ultimately, don't feel bad for being picky and choosy. Okay? Sorry that I used picky and choosy as context a lot. All right? But take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. Thank you, though, Sag, for coming out here nonetheless. Really, really appreciate you. All right? All right, guys. So far, we did our air, we did our water, and we did our fire. We'll be moving on into the earth signs in just a sec. By the way, I'm very sorry to hear that. Marie, you said that you're a Cancer and you lost your dad this morning. My condolences to you. May he rest in peace. I'm very sorry to hear that news. All right. My condolences to you, though, my love. All right. All right, guys. So we did our fire. We're going to hop on into our earth signs in just a sec. Do bear with me, though, guys. Taking a quick little break. Also, let me take out these pop-ups that are showing up right now. Give me 2 seconds. And then we'll go ahead and continue. For the 96 peeps in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you guys for stopping on by. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday, and I hope we're all looking towards a fantastic weekend. Fawn said, thank you for the Libra reading, and you're very welcome, my love. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Thank you for stopping by. Carol, appreciate you keeping up with the signs that I've read here so far. Thank you so much for doing that. Really, really appreciate it. All right, though, guys, give me about 2 more seconds or so, and we'll hop on into our Earth. All right, rolling on into Earth signs. Dun, dun, dun. Let's have a look here at the Virgo, baby. We'll see what's popping with you. What do we got going on here for Team Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 72 hours, what do we got going on here for the zodiac signs of Virgo? Messages here for the Virgs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for you? We're going to go ahead and take a look here at one last and final shuffle. And we'll see what's up. Hopefully all is well. Team Virgo, starting out here with the overall energy of your weekend. We do have a 3 of Swords. Luckily, it's in the reverse position. Looking at your current energy, 2 of Swords reversed, what you're dealing with. We got here the Chariot in reverse, and looking at the outcome here for you is going to go ahead and be the 8 of Swords in the upright position. So, as far as what I'm seeing for Virgo's next 72 hours for your weekend, 3 of Swords reversed here to the 2 of Swords in reverse as well. You have made a final decision to just not allow something to bother you anymore. I really feel like you've come to a point where something can't hurt you anymore, and you're making it so. You know, it's like, I'm not going to let this situation affect me. I'm not going to let this situation hurt me. I'm completely over and done with something. Looking at what you're dealing with here, the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, I do get the feeling here that you've had a hard time moving on from a situation, whether it was about moving on from a romantic relationship, maybe something happened or there was some sort of heavy loss you experienced in your life. As difficult as it was, I think you're at that breaking point where it's like, I'm so tired of thinking about it all the time, looking at the outcome, 8 of Swords. I'm tired of thinking about it all the time. I'm tired of this always being on my mind. I'm at that point where I really am ready to go completely forward and to completely let go. So with that being said here, Virgos, I do see you guys getting into a position where you're ready ready to fully let go and fully move on from some sort of situation in your life. You're just saying to yourself, it's time. You know, we all get to that breaking point where we say enough is enough. It's time to look forward and not look back. And I think that that's exactly what you're reaching here, moving along into your weekend. Okay. So of course, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But yeah, I think you've hit your limit. It's like, I can't sit here and think about this anymore. Can't sit here and be sad about it anymore. It's time to just directly move on and live my life. Okay. All right, though, Team Virgo, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But thank you for coming out here for your weekend read. Really, really appreciate it. So we did our first batch of zodiacs, guys, for the weekend read. Jumping back on into our air signs, let's have a look here at Aquarius, and we'll see what's going on here for you. All right, what do we got showing up here for Aqua? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What's going to be rolling on in here for Aquarians weekend, please? Messages for Team Aquarius in the next 72 hours. Aquarius, one more shuffle, guys, and we will see what is going on here for you. Hopefully all is well. Aquarius, overall energy for you is the Sun. Hello, you could be connecting here with a Leo. Looking at the current energy for you, Ace of Wands, what it is you're dealing with this weekend. Nine of Wands reversed, looking at the outcome. King of Pents, I feel like you are really getting out of your shell. Aquarius, if you've been feeling kind of hermity, like wanting to keep to yourself, not wanting to go out, not wanting to do anything, that seems to be changing moving along into the weekend. I do think you're going to be pretty damn social, so looks like a very fun time here. You could be hanging out with friends, going places. You seem very active and out and about, but that's, you know, if that resonates, cool. If not, no worries. But overall, Sun here to the Ace of Wands. Sun card is Ace of Wands is creativity, passion. Sun card here is happiness. I feel like what's going on here for some of you is I do think that some of you guys are getting out of your shell in terms of your own creativity. If you are, just a side note, if you're an Aquarius and let's say you've always had something to say, like you've always had an idea, you've always had some sort of creative idea, but for some reason it was never brought to any attention or it was never brought to the spotlight, I feel like you're finally being seen is what I want to tell you. Like, let's say, for example, in the workplace, maybe your boss never listened to your ideas, but they always picked everybody else's ideas over yours, but you've always had a lot of creativity, and it's like people are finally listening or people are finally noticing is what I feel is showing up here for some Aquarians. If you started a business and maybe you felt like it wasn't super successful, you might finally start to feel like you're getting noticed here as well moving forward into the weekend. People are seeing your craft, they're seeing what you do, so that's really nice to see for you guys. It's nice to feel seen, right? So if you haven't felt that way previously, you can be feeling that way moving along into the weekend, especially for Aquarians on an emotional level too. It's like if you never felt like you were emotionally seen or people had a difficult time understanding you, there very well likely could be a moment in time happening this weekend where you finally do feel seen on an emotional level, and that makes you feel incredibly happy and empowered. So take that portion if it resonates. But guys, nonetheless, looking into your weekend, I do feel like there's a lot of creativity showing up here for you. I feel like you're getting out of your shell. Nine of Wands reverse is about being incredibly open, and then the outcome being the King of Pentacles is the energy of abundance. So you're looking at an awesome weekend. I think that this is going to be a weekend where you're just in a genuinely really good freaking mood. You're doing stuff that's fun. You're having a fantastic time. You're not keeping to yourself whatsoever, and you feel incredibly comfortable too. I also see another message for some Aquarians as well, because you guys are giving me multiple different messages today, but another message I'm seeing coming up for Aquarius could be that if you have felt uncomfortable in an environment previously, you're starting to finally adapt and feel comfortable to it. So let's say, for example, that there's a new friend that's come into the group. Maybe you didn't adapt to them right away, but now you're adapting to this person. Maybe you weren't so comfortable at work at first, maybe you started a new job, but like now you're starting to feel more comfortable in that environment. So I do see comfort in an environment where there was previously discomfort finally starting to come in for you, which is nice as well. Okay, all right, Team Aquarius, cool guys, let's keep it popping, pushing and moving forward. Thank you for stopping on by. So we're now going to move along back on into our water signs, and stopping at the water, let's have a look here at the Scorpio in the next 72. What's going on here for Team Scorpio, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for Scorpio's weekend? Messages here for Team Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What's going on here for you? Team Scorpio, we're going to get ourselves 2 more shuffles over here, and we shall see what's popping with you. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome stuff. Scorpio, overall energy for you is going to be the 10 of Cups in reverse. So you could be connecting with a water sign like a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Looking at the current energy for you, we got the Fool in reverse, what you're dealing with. 6 of Wands reversed. Looking at the outcome for you guys this weekend, 8 of Swords reversed as well. So all reversals around the board, not always necessarily a bad thing. So let's see what's going on with you. We start out here first and foremost with the 10 of Cups reversed paired to the Fool in reverse as well. You know what it looks like here? I think that you're just not going after something. I feel like you were kind of apprehensive at first of going after something initially, but it's becoming clear that you don't want something here, Scorpio, okay? So for example, let's just say if this was about you being in a period of time where you were interested in a person. Maybe you kind of had a crush on somebody slightly, but it wasn't something big. It wasn't something serious. Like in your next 72 hours this weekend, you might be coming to the realization of like, you know what? I actually don't really feel much for this person at all. So with that being said, I'm not going to go for it. You know, maybe you kind of had a little bit of an interest in doing a job, and then maybe you start to realize, this job isn't really for me. So with that being said, I'm going to branch out and do something else. I feel like you had a tad bit of interest in something originally, but this weekend you're going to recognize, this isn't for me. You know, looking at what you're dealing with, 6 of Wands reversed, I don't really think I could see myself being this successful or this happy with this situation. So out of sight, out of mind, I'm letting it go. I'm releasing whatever this is. You know, it could be something simple, like maybe you had an idea for a tattoo you thought was cool at first, and then now you're like, I don't really like it anymore. I'm going to change the tattoo idea. So I feel like your mind's just changing, Scorpio. To put it very simply for you, your mind's going to be changing moving into the weekend. Initially, you kind of fucked with something at first. Now you don't fuck with it so much anymore, and you just want to move on into a completely different direction. All right though, Team Scorps, appreciate you tuning in. All right, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our lovely Scorpios. Shout out to the Scorp gang. Thank you for stopping on by. By the way, Protagonist said, how crazy that the Wheel of Fortune in reverse came up in the same position for Libra and Sag. God is FaceTiming me finally. Thank you, Aunt. Resonated deeply. You're welcome, my love. Thank you for stopping by, Protagonist. I appreciate it. I hope you've been having a great day here so far. All right, guys, we did our water. We also did our air. Jumping back on into the fire. Let's have a look here at the Leo, baby, and we'll see what's going on here for the Lions. What's going on here, Leo? Ooh, I feel some good energy for you guys. I'm hearing like despite what you may be facing, you're keeping the vibes motherfucking high. So Leos, what's going on with you? All right, messages here for Team Leo. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. Moving into your next 72 hours. I got a lot of close friends in my life that are Leos. You guys always have a way to just have a smile on your face and just be the life of the party, man. What's going on here for the Leo in the next 72 hours? All right, let's have a look, man, and let's see what's popping for you. Overall energy for you, 8 of Swords reversed. Yep, taking a look here at the current energy, we got the Temperance, what it is you're dealing with this weekend. 7 of Cups reversed, looking at the outcome here for you. Hermit card in the upright position. You know what it feels like? Moving out of an energy of being overwhelmed to moving into an energy where you are taking things one step at a time. I will constantly, till the day I die, always preach that it is best when we are overwhelmed to take everything one step and one day at a time. The last thing you want to do is take on everything you're dealing with in the world. The best thing you can do for yourself is take it one step, one problem, one situation at a time. And Leo, I feel like you're banging out problems left and right here moving on into your weekend. We start out here with the 8 of Swords reversed. The first thing you're saying here is, hey, do not overthink, do not worry, do not freak out. Life might be a little intense right now, but let's look at this in a positive angle with the Temperance card. Let's look at this from a very neutral point of view. And looking at what you're dealing with here, 7 of Cups reversed, instead of allowing ourselves to take on the world, let's take on one issue at a time. And looking at the outcome here, the Hermit, you're really tapping into that energy of your inner wisdom here, which says take it one step at a time. Go ahead and complete what you have to, move on to the next thing. Instead of worrying, be present, don't fear anything, relax. That's the vibe that you guys tend to be in. And honestly, it's working out for you guys pretty damn well is what I'm seeing for many Leos. Now, I've been seeing overwhelming energy showing up for Leos for the past couple weeks. I'm not sure what's going on in your lives. Maybe you just have like a crazy chapter coming in for you. It could be like a chapter like maybe you're getting married, like the wedding's getting close. There could be a lot going on when it comes to wedding planning. It could be the energy of maybe you bought a new home, maybe you got a new job. So like it's felt a little hectic in Leo's energy for the past couple weeks. So that's why I feel like you've been overwhelmed, but you're reaching a calm You know, you're reaching a chill place now where it's like, I can handle everything. I'm just going to take it one step at a time. I'm going to have a cool, calm, and collected attitude, and I'm going to get everything done the way that it needs to be, and everything's going to be okay. You're very reassured at the fact that everything's going to be okay, because it is. Remember, nothing gets thrown at you that you can't handle. When you think of any moment in your life where you genuinely thought that it was way too fucking hard, you overcame it, didn't you? So at the end of the day, every time we think that we cannot overcome something, look back to a moment where you told yourself the same thing and you overcame it nonetheless. You know, it's really, really crazy to think about it from that perspective, but I truly believe the universe will never throw anything at you that you just can't handle. All right, so you got this, Leo. I like your radiant vibe this weekend, and I like the vibes. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you guys for tuning on in. All right, Leo. So we did our fire, we did our water, and we did our air. We're gonna hop on into the earth signs in a sec. Real quick, Singing Rockstar Tarot said, Leo reading resonated. I have a lot to study and I'm a bit overwhelmed. Take it in sections, right? One step at a time, one chapter at a time, and you'll be all right. You got it. You'll crush it for sure. Protagonist said, lots of love and strength to the Soul Fam's beautiful Leos. Whatever you're dealing with, everything will be fine. And that is a fact indeed. It will. Life sometimes, man, every situation we get thrown at us, we'll think that, man, we can't do this. We can't overcome it. But trust me, you don't get anything dished your way that you cannot overcome. We always got it, baby, okay? Always remember that. We always got it. By the way, for the 156 peeps that are here, if you guys could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping on by. Really, really hope you guys are having yourselves a great and snazzy day so far. I'm in a good-ass mood today, okay? I'm in a good-ass mood today, so I hope you guys are too, for sure. All right, everybody, moving on forward. Rolling into the earth signs. We did Virgo, so let's have a look at the bulls and see what's popping for Taurus. What's going on for the bull gang, baby? Messages here for Team Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for Team Taurus? Messages here for the bull gang, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for you? Team Taurus, we're going to go ahead and get our last and final shuffle over here, and we'll see what's popping here for you. Bull gang, overall energy is going to be the Queen of Cups in reverse. Looking at your current energy, we got the Two of Swords in reverse, what you're dealing with. We got here the Star. And then the outcome for Team Taurus is going to go ahead and be the Wheel of Fortune in the upright position. So let's see what's going on here for you. First and foremost, Taurus, Queen of Cups in reversed all the way to the Two of Swords in reverse. I definitely get the vibe here for you guys where you're making a final decision. I think you're kind of choosing to not really get so emotionally invested into someone because you're kind of recognizing that the person you're dealing with has a great way of extracting your emotions. What do I mean by this? I feel like someone takes advantage of your emotions. I kind of feel like somebody here, Taurus. It's interesting because you never see this with the Star, but the Star card is a card that kind of talks about this woman here who is refilling her well. You can see that she's pouring all of this water into her well. Water in the tarot represents emotion. So it's almost like she's taking all your emotions, right? And she's pouring it back in this well. And I get that feeling where you're kind of around a bit of an energetic vampire. And like I said, I've never seen this with the Star. This is the first time. There's a first for everything. So it's a vibe where I think that somebody here is kind of taking your energy. And Taurus, you're recognizing this. You're like, I'm always drained when I'm around them, or my mood switches when I'm around them. And I think that it's time to kind of cut out being emotionally invested. Now, I think we all encounter energetic vampires, or we all have at some point in our life, because I certainly have. You know, when I've been around energetic vampires when I was much younger, I could go from having a fantastic time being in the greatest of moods, which was a rarity when I was younger, and then instantaneously being around a specific person, my vibe was always killed one way or another because of their vampiric energetic nature, if you will. Okay, so I get that feeling here where just somebody is very draining to be around, Taurus. So looking at the outcome here, Wheel of Fortune, you're making the executive decision here to kind of not be over or not be emotionally invested in them at this time. You're keeping things pretty blunt, and I do feel like in terms of sharing your emotions, you're keeping that at bay as well. You're being pretty what's the word that I'm looking for here? Everything's like, it's like being professional with somebody or being cordial with somebody, but you're not being super close to them as you previously were, due to the fact that you do feel constantly drained by this person's energy. Okay. And also with the fact of them taking your energy too. All right. All right, Taurus. Interesting story. Do take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you for coming out here nonetheless, okay? All right, Team Bull Gang. So we finished up, everybody, our second batch of Zodiacs already, and it's been about a half an hour. It's 29 minutes, almost a half hour. I can't even believe the time has flown by this damn quickly. I feel like we just started the daily read. So either way, we did our second batch. Let's hop on into our last and final batch. We're going back into the air signs. So let's have a look at the gems. What's going on here for Team Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours? What information is going to be rolling on in here for the zodiac sign in Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, team, or 72 hours. All right, Team Gemini, let's see what's going on here for you, and we'll see what's popping, baby, okay? What do we got going on for the Gemini gang? Starting out here with the overall energy for you. Page of Cups reversed, looking at the current energy. We got a World card, what you're dealing with. We got here the Knight of Swords, looking at the outcome for you. We got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position. All right, so for your weekend gems, I do get the feeling here right now where you're not really communicating or talking to somebody. I feel like you don't want to reach out first. You're waiting for them to reach out, and they're gonna, because Knight of Swords is coming in. So someone's gonna reach out to you, but I feel that a seed isn't growing here, or a seed isn't being planted here. I want to describe this reading, but I'm having a difficult time doing so, so bear with me, Gemini, while I figure this out. But I get the feeling here, Gems, where you weren't going to talk to somebody first. You were waiting for them to reach out. They reach out here, Knight of Swords. With the World card showing up, you're already kind of apprehensive on whether or not you want to invite this person into your world. And when I see the outcome here being the Seven of Pentacles reversed, I feel like you're not, at the end of this, going to give them the investment that maybe they're looking for. So why is Gemini kind of shutting someone down or denying somebody here? We have the Wheel of Fortune upright. We have the Seven of Wands reversed. Oh, I think it's a moment where the table has turned. That's what I'm feeling here for you guys at this time, okay? It's like, oh, how the turntables turn, Michael Scott, okay? What's happening here for Gemini is you're shutting someone out because in the past, they previously shut you out. So you thought, all right, I'll hear him out. I'll see if I want to give them a chance. In the past, they denied me, so maybe I'll give them a chance. But when they come on in and they communicate and they talk to you, you realize, yeah, well, they denied me once before. And to be honest, I'm not really feeling them or feeling this situation right now, so I'm going to go ahead and deny them. And at the end of the day, it's kind of like, look how the tables have turned. Point blank, period. So Geminis, I'm getting that feeling here for you where somebody might have denied you in the past. They want to come forward. They want to work with you, be with you, XYZ, whether or not this is love related, friend related. And it's like, ultimately, I don't know, I'm just not feeling this. So you end up denying them in return. And now they start to understand how you felt in the past. Okay, so it's a table has turned kind of moment. Take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Gems, thank you for coming out here nonetheless, okay? All right, Team Gemini, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all of our air signs, everybody. We're going to go ahead and hop on into our fire in just a sec. Alex said, this entire week flew by. You're the best, Aunt. Thank you for always keeping an optimistic and positive vibe for us. I know it's got to be draining, but you do it better than anyone I know. Kudos. Oh, well, thank you. I really appreciate that, Alex. At the end of the day, guys, you know, trying to keep up a positive vibe as much as I can. I always try to tell people that there's a major difference, right, between positivity and between directly being happy, right? Am I happy every day? If I was happy every day, I'd be fucking lying to all of you, you know, because we're never going to be happy forever. We're never going to be sad forever. Everything is fluid in terms of energy. So energy cannot be consistent all the time. It has to change. So I'm not happy every single day. But I'm positive. And what positivity means is that even if you're going through a bit of a difficult moment, you know that happiness isn't so far off. You know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, no matter how cliche that shit sounds. So even if I'm going through it, I'm showing up here. I'm keeping an optimistic point of view because I've seen that life changes. I've seen that no matter the darkest of times I've been through, good shit can come out of that. You know, we'll never be happy forever. We'll never be sad forever. But that's the great thing, too, about the dark times. It's that knowing that when you're going through the fucking dark, there's bound to be a positive ass event that's going to come on by for you. So, yeah, I mean, it could be draining at times for sure, but I'm going to be here for you guys as much as I can, bringing you the best vibes that I can, doing the most for you that I can. And, you know, I just appreciate having anybody be out here, you know, watching or having the opportunity to help anybody out that might be going through it. So Thank you guys. You guys have blessed me for 5 years, and I hope that I continue to get blessed for many more, and I hope to bless you guys for many more, and appreciate the fuck out of you. That's what I have to say. All right, guys. Singing Rockstar Tarot said, so true, the week did fly by. It did. I was talking to my girlfriend about this yesterday. I was like, how the fuck is it already Thursday? Well, yesterday, Thursday. And I can't even believe that it's Friday right now. So this week was incredibly fast, but hope everybody enjoyed it, though. It's cool. Really, really cool. You've been flipping a lot of tables lately, Gloria. That's what's up. Reminds me of like that scene from Housewives in New Jersey where Teresa Judas like flipped over the fucking table when they were having dinner. I don't know why that was the scene that came to mind, though, when you were talking about that. Alex said, you always bring the optimism and present your best self to us. It's refreshing, especially for a bartender. Your optimism and positivity is like a battle shield for me going into a negative place. Well, I'm happy to hear that for you. And bartending even though it can be a little intense, that does sound kind of fun, not going to lie. So I've thought about that before as a fun job for some reason. I always thought it would be a good time, but I don't think I could be a mixologist. I feel like I'd make a poor drink. Either way, though, happy to hear that for you, and happy to be here. Thank you so much. All right, guys. All of the air signs are officially finished. And did we just finish up fire, or I feel like I got lost for a sec. Yeah, we finished up all the air, so we're gonna hop into the water in a sec. Do bear with me, guys. We'll go ahead and get there soon. Hi, keep it moving. How's it going? Thank you for stopping on by. Happy Friday to you. I hope your Friday's going well. Yes, I did do Libra. Libra's currently finished. You can catch it on the playback, or you can start playing it back now while it's live. But yes, happy Friday to you, man. Thank you for hopping on in. I appreciate it. You're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. All right, though, guys. Moving on forward. Whew, it's getting hot in this office right now. My AC, well, it's not an AC, but like my fan says it's 85 degrees in my office right now. I am roasting, guys. Moving on forward, though. Going back on into our water, let's go ahead and have a look here at the Pisces, and we'll see what's popping here for the fish. What's going to be going on here for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. Alex, thank you for the 199. I really, really appreciate that. And codename Lucky, thank you so much for the 777. Or, yeah, I think I said that correct. Thank you for the 777. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for your generosity, man. There's been a couple donations today, so really, really appreciate it. Thank you all so much. All right, Team Pisces, what's going on here for the fish? We're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you. Hopefully all is well. Pisces, overall energy here is going to be the 5 of Wands. So you could be connecting here with a fire sign like an Aries, Sag, or Leo. Looking at your current energy, Page of Swords in the upright. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got here the Justice card. And then looking at the outcome here for you is going to go ahead and be the 8 of Wands in the upright position as well. So Pisces, what's going on here with you? You might be dealing with a Libra potentially, if I haven't mentioned that already. Now, 5 of Wands is frustration, so it could represent that you're frustrated or you're kind of at a point in time where things are a little bit stressful. Current energy, Page of Swords, this is the energy I feel of having a hard time being able to speak up. A lot of people read this as like the stalker card, but for me personally, it's more of like a card of being hesitant in terms of communication. So I feel like for your weekend, Pisces, you're having a little bit of a difficult time speaking up about something. I think you're having a hard time about speaking up about some sort of internal conflict or internal dialogue. Looking at what you're dealing with here, the Justice card, you know what it looks like, guys? It's like you feel that if you were to speak up about what you've been dealing with or going through, it would impose on another person. And it's like, I don't want to bring bad vibes, or I don't want to burden somebody that I care about. And here's the thing. I think a lot of water signs feel this way because I, as a Cancer, have done this before. I have seen Scorpios do it before, and I've most certainly seen Pisces do it before, where it's like, I don't want to, talk to somebody or open up to somebody or just put a burden on them because, everything in their life is going well. So I don't want to, I don't want to be the dimmer or the negative Nelly or Nancy. And it's like, Pisces, you're not. Like, you have to remember, if people fucking care about you, it doesn't matter if they're at like the happiest place of their life. You're not going to burden them by telling them that you got shit going on. They're going to want to be there for you if these are people who love and care about you. So you got to get out of your head in that retrospect and know that it's okay to open up to the people you love, even if they got amazing shit happening. You're not imposing or creating or dumping your trauma or burdens on them by just simply saying, hey, this is what I've been dealing with or going through. You know, if people love and care about you, they want to be able to support you. They want to be able to be there for you. You're not taking away from them and what they got, or what good they got going on in their life, is what I want to say here for you. So looking at the outcome, 8 of Wands, Pisces, even though you're hesitant to communicate, I think you're going to end up doing it. I do feel like you're going to end up realizing, yeah, maybe I shouldn't, you know, hold myself back, or I shouldn't think that I'm dropping burdens on people. So I do see that you guys are coming to your senses in that retrospect, and you're not pushing away your own feelings. I do see you opening up to the person you're dealing with, but I did want to give you that reminder. It's like, don't hesitate. You're not burdening anybody by just simply talking about how you feel. Okay? So keep that in mind. Don't be afraid to open up this weekend. And if you need to talk to anybody, talk to them. You know, you got people who love and care for you immensely, and they want to be able to be there to support you. Okay? All right, my beautiful fish. Thank you for stopping by. Shout out to the fish. And if it resonates, take it. Of course, if it doesn't, absolutely no worries. All right? All right, Team Pisces. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our water. We also did our air, jumping into the fire. Let's have a look here at the Ram fam, and we'll see what's popping here for Team Aries. Okay? What do we got going on here for the Ram fam? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What information's showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Aries? Messages here for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for your weekend, guys? Let's go ahead and take a look. Aries, starting out here with the overall energy for you. What do we got? We got here the Death in reverse. Taking a look here at your current energy, Tower in reverse, what it is you're dealing with. We got the 10 of Wands in reverse. And then looking at the outcome, we do have here the Justice card showing up here in the upright position. So for your weekend here so far, we got a couple of court cards, Scorpionic energy with the Tower, of course, Scorpionic energy with the Death, and then we do have Libra energy showing up here with the Justice. So as far as what I see here for Aries, Death in reverse, Tower in reverse as well. I think that there is a foundation that hasn't come to an ending yet, but you can see that it's crumbling a little bit. The cookie's crumbling, but you haven't yet seen it truly unfold. Looking at what you're dealing with here, 10 of Wands reverse, I think you're waiting for a Tower moment to happen. It feels like a Tower moment's been it's been delayed, but like you have been waiting for it to unfold. So you see something in your life not working out, and it's like, okay, it's a matter of time before it fully folds, but at this moment in time, it hasn't happened yet. It feels like it's been delayed. And I think that moving into your weekend, that delay is now no longer going to be there, because it kind of feels to me like the Tower moment will unfold for you. And looking at the outcome here being the Justice card energy here says, it's justful, it's the right thing, and at the end of the day, you're going to be balanced when this situation and when this Tower tends to fall. So for example, maybe you and someone you've been dealing with, whether it's been a friend, family member, lover, maybe your relationship's been on the outs for a while, maybe things have been a little bit rough for a while. You've been feeling like you were falling out of this relationship for a while, and then it finally comes. Even though there's been delays, it finally happens and unfolds here this weekend. So I do see that happening here, Aries. You know, if there is a sinking ship in terms of your career, maybe your career has been a little bit on a sinking ship, and you've been noticing, hey, the ship is sinking, the career's sinking. Maybe it's time to jump off and get a new career. You know, you might have been in that kind of energy. If that's the case, you're like, fuck it, I'm not going to be the captain who goes down with the ship. I'm jumping off the ship. I'm saving myself. I'm getting a better job or getting a better career. That could be the case showing up here as well. So that's what I see showing up here for you guys at this time. Do take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Aries, appreciate you guys coming out here nonetheless, okay? There was a delayed Tower moment, but I think that Tower is finally falling here, moving along into your weekend, all right? All right, Ram fam, appreciate you stopping by. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So all the fire is done, all the water is done, and all the air is done. Moving on into our last but not least zodiac sign for the weekend read. Let's have a look here at the Capricorn, and we'll see what's going on here for you. All right, so what do we got showing up here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here for the zodiac signs of Team Capricorn? Messages here for Cappy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, my Capricorn, we're going to go ahead and get 2 more shuffles showing up here for you, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully we're looking at some awesome stuff. All right, Capricorn. Starting out here with the overall energy for you, we have here the Magician in reverse, looking at the current energy, Two of Wands reversed, what you're dealing with here. We got the Seven of Swords in reverse, and then lastly, another reversal, Knight of Swords in the reverse position. I know everybody's like, I hate getting all reversals for the cards, but hey, it's not always a bad thing, okay? So let's check it out. Capricorn, we start with the Magician reversed, then we move here into the Two of Wands in the reverse position as well. Yeah, I just see you not choosing to show up for somebody right now, and I think it's kind of because their deception's already been revealed to you. Looking at what you're dealing with, Seven of Swords reversed, that is a card that can represent that somebody here is guilty. So I get the feeling here that like somebody's deceived you in the past, they're guilty that it's happened, they're trying to show up, they're trying to talk to you, but you're just not giving them the time of day. It's like kind of despite the fact that they're guilty, I don't want to still give them the time of day, I don't want to give this person a platform because I'm in a space where they've hurt me bad. And I think that they need to understand that there are consequences to the actions that they have. Not everything always has to be so easily forgiven. So Capricorn, kind of giving somebody the silent treatment moving along into your weekend is what I'm feeling here for you. But this silent treatment, it doesn't have a due date when it's up yet. It may be permanent, it may not be. I don't think you truly know just yet. But even though somebody here feels guilty, they're looking for a sense of forgiveness. It's like, I kind of can't forget everything that's happened. So the silent treatment is going to be this way until I feel like I'm going to lift up that silent treatment and communicate and maybe give you a second chance here at this time. So Capricorns, you're not showing up for somebody here because quite frankly, they didn't show up for you in a positive way the last time you interacted with them. And I think that ultimately you need some space before, and you need a lot of time to think before you make any sort of decision whether or not you will forgive this person and move forward with them. So Capricorns, silent treatment activated. I know a lot of Capricorns in my life, and the silent treatments can be fucking brutal from the Capricorns. All right. So at the end of the day, person that is dealing with Cappy here might be in for a little bit of a rough time, but Capricorns, you're just trying to figure it out. You'll get it sorted. Right now, you just want to do you. You want to be far away from them, but you'll figure it out in due time moving forward, okay? All right, Team Cappy, though. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Appreciate you tuning in for your weekend reading. Thank you guys very, very much, okay? All right, guys, with that all being said, thank you all so much, everybody, for coming out here to the weekend read. I appreciate it so much, and I do hope you enjoyed your time that you spent here today. Thank you very much for coming out here nonetheless. For everybody who's in the chat, if you could drop a like, that'd be sweet. Really helps out with the channel, so drop a like and a comment. Definitely, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. If you are new, consider subscribing. I'd be happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. So thank you in advance for anybody who does subscribe who's new. I did want to mention, guys, I am uploading Taurus and Capricorn shortly. I did finish those videos for June, so expect them probably over the weekend. If not, they'll be up Monday. But regardless, Taurus and Capricorn, your video for June is coming soon. You're the last two signs that got to be uploaded. So bear with me. I'll get them posted as quickly as I can for everybody, okay? And yeah, probably like the lineup for what I'm planning to do next week. Next week, I think I'm going to do a pick a card reading for June. So we may do that. I'm probably going to start the mid-months next week. And I think that's all that's on really schedule for next week. Of course, daily readings and things of that nature too. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it in terms of updates. So that's what I'm looking forward to for next week. So we'll go ahead and we'll get to that when we can, okay? All right, though, guys, I love you so much. Happy Friday. Have a safe, fun, and awesome weekend. And thank you guys for coming out and spending time with me. I appreciate your love and support, okay? All right, guys, I love you. It's been real. Thank you for stopping by, and I will catch you all in the next video. Much love to my soul family. And guys, take care and have yourselves a good one. Peace.